Welcome to the freaking Asian guy's house. Right? Welcome. Before I get started, I just want to welcome everybody to the freaking Asian guy's house. And today, I hope you can hear me, okay? I am doing two channels at once so everybody can enjoy, right? I already sorry that I'm a little bit late because I have to get this thing started, okay? The pot. So basically, okay, I can't really ship this thing away from my face, right? So basically, if you guys have not seen my other video that I went shopping and got some stuff, I was planning on to do this thing yesterday. I was planning to do like a 48 hours, but it didn't happen. Basically, you go get your bone, right? The bone narrow or anything that bone that have some narrow in there. So I just happened to get like the neck, the strength, the variety of it. Okay, it doesn't matter, but the the bone narrow is the most important. Okay, if you don't have it, that's fine. But if you want to know what is gonna go into this fur, go watch other my video. Okay, uh, it's hard for me to cover from start to finish. But here I just having a pot of water. What we're going to do is blend this thing, okay, all the bone to get the blood out, to get the stinky out, right? So I'm working next to my sink here. We're gonna rinse this thing. So I got this beef strengths and what is it, neck bone neck. I got this, I don't know, variety of bone, pretty much. At the moment, the other day when I go shopping for my first stuff, they run out beef. Everybody doing pho for the Super Bowl, right? So, and then of course, I have to freeze my ribeye. This one is where we're gonna slide and put on top of it, okay? Ribeye steaks, right? So, my water is boiling. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this thing in there to get all the, pretty much, even though you clean it, there going to be some blood stuck inside the bone. So you want to drain out, get all the gunkies out so it doesn't smell, right? So my water is boiled, just nothing in there. I can't really show you what's gonna look like, but I can show you this. You pretty much need two person to show you the process how. Okay, and here is, I don't know. I mean, some have lots of meat in there and bone in there, right? I'm gonna go put all in there. Okay, look, bone, nothing but bone, right? Look, all right. See, still have some blood and all the stuff in there. I have been doing this recipes here. I mean, missing some ingredient because people are cleaning the grocery for the Super Bowl, some kind of madness going on. And on top of that is Chinese New Year's coming up, right? So people are start to buying all the stuff and prepare. So lots of meat. You wanna bring this? Okay, here this one is, I think it's beef strength, right? You wanna blend this thing here, but you don't wanna cook this thing like the rest of this bone, the meat that I put in there. Okay, you don't wanna overcook this one, but you wanna blend it. Okay, so look, check it out. Okay, you all go in there. No, we're gonna wait until this thing boil, and then we're gonna take it out. Wash it very good. Don't be afraid that this thing gonna be overcooked. It's not gonna be overcooked. It's okay, right? And you do not add all the stuff in that. This we're not boiling anything for fur yet. We just taking the blood out. Okay, let me throw this stuff away. Okay, of course, keep your hands clean. Now, I could do the the next step right away, but then you guys gonna miss the process, right? You guys always say you're going too fast. Well, I'm gonna slow down. Let's take time, right? And why I'm taking time, I'm gonna talk about the ingredient that we're gonna put in the main pot. What I have here is kalenka. We chop it. We're gonna roast it a little bit. I buy this big bag here. It's more like a 5 spike, okay? Not in any brand like that. So it's big bag. I have like, I don't know, man. What is it? Coriander, cinnamon, star anise. Let me see here. That I would yeah. So you have more than what I needed basically. So but it's hard to find a small package to do one time of pho. So and then it comes with sack for you to put on. So this one it should good for this big bag. Okay, if I buy a small one, it's too small. If I buy a big one, it's too big. So I have to divide this thing in half. Okay, I'll show you when I open this thing. Okay, and then I have leech. Okay, when you deal with leech, you're gonna have to slide this thing in half, clean it very well. You got so much sand in there. Okay, you saw ginger. You get yourself some donkoy, right? Is that what they call? And I don't know where I put my see, I gotta go find my onion. All right, let me see here. Is it in the refrigerator or outside? Yep, I think. Yep. Okay. Two head some onion. This pot is gonna be small to boil all these things, so we're gonna condense it. What I mean by that is all the meat in here, we're gonna put less of water, and then I guess dilute it with water when you are ready to serve. Right? I can't get a big pot to show you guys. Okay, so basically, this is the base ingredient. The one thing I miss to get this guy is celery. Okay, and maybe my assistant can go get me a big pot for pho. So yes, I using the vegetable to get the aroma, okay, and I also using egg white on my broth. I've been doing that for over 20 something years, and it tastes delicious. So stay tuned. Why this thing is start to coming together here. Look, it's not boiled yet because we have so much stuff we got, and we're using a boot tank to cook. If I don't do that, I won't be able to show you guys. Right. All right. So all the stuff. Maybe I could bring the camera to very close. Hopefully, I don't lose the Okay. Right, guys. Here it is. Okay. You guys can see, right? So all this gunky gonna come out, guys. Look. That's what we want to see. See, the water is not boiled yet. So when the water is boiled, all this thing all the blood inside the bone gonna come out. Okay, that's what you want to see happening. Okay, so sorry guys, I forgot to charge my phone. See, so stay tuned. And in the meantime, here, let me get my next step. This is where you definitely need this. Okay, you definitely need this. So we're gonna roll this thing, the herbs. And why I'm waiting for that. So let me pan my camera so you guys can see my kitchen a little bit, right? We have to. I washed outside already, but like I say, you have lots of skunky inside the leech, so you want to wash that. So what you do is split this thing in half, right? So that look, and between here, it's gonna have lots of sand in there. So just give it a good wash, okay? That would not taste good at all. Just open the leaf one by one, okay, and washing out. Okay, that's all. All right, washing very good. Like I said, I washed this thing already, but I just want to show you guys how you wash this thing. Okay, see inside here, just bend like that and then washing one by one. This leek, right? It tastes sweet. Okay, it's very good. It tastes very good when you stir fry with eggs and meat like that. So that's how. So I'm gonna put this thing aside, guys. Okay, I'm not gonna focus on that stuff yet until because it's gonna get messy over here. So I am prepare my stuff here so that I can clean it very well. Okay, it's not boiled yet, so this is again we're not in a commercial kitchen, so nothing gonna be instant like that. And hopefully my boot tank doesn't run out. If it does, then we have to move into a big kitchen like that behind me. Yep. So this is 101 pho. If you guys want to make this thing at home, and if you guys have a question, what step are you being missing? Now is the time to ask the questions. Okay. No, I am not on the food restaurants. And yes, I have done this recipe for over 20 something years. Okay. Um, and later on, I'm gonna prove my recipe to you guys. Hopefully, I can prove it, right? When people come over and have a taste of my food to see, is it good or not. Yesterday, we actually go to food restaurant after golfing, and they taste that, and then they're gonna taste this, and then you definitely get a feedback. I'm not gonna tell them say, hey, don't lie on the camera. I want them to be honest, true as they can be, right? Because would not look good on me. I like to be people to tell me they're honest, so I can improve my recipe. Let's put it that way. Okay, so all right. Remember this meat here, guy, that I told you, guy, that we don't want to cook this thing with too long. Uh, I'm gonna we want to put this meat at the end. Okay, so this one it should be good already. So I'm gonna take it out. Okay, this this process here, what it does is take the bloods out from the bone that you cannot see. It also is gonna take the beefy out. Okay, so for those people who don't like the smell of the beef, you must do this and do not cheat yourself. Okay, you not cheat yourself. Okay, look, so there's no blood, right? Let me bring it so close. Look, there's no blood. They all come out. There's nothing red or pink, anything like that. So, okay, you're starting to take it out now. Let me see here. I want to show you guys. See, like this one here, I don't know if you guys can see. They have little pink inside. That means the blood's not fully coming out yet. Okay, so you go back. Whew. All right. I want to show you guys that blood that's sticking to the bone, but I can't. They're all coming out, guys. Okay, I'm gonna take and then some of you guys gonna start saying, "Hey, you guys throw all the juicy away." No, this is not juicy. Okay, this is the bad stuff. So go ahead and you could just dump this whole thing at once. Okay, stay put, guys. Later on, we're gonna go to the main. I think my blue tank is very slow, so I'm gonna have to move because I have the big chunk of meat. Remember I showed you guys, and I don't wanna. Let me see. Stay put, guys. Let me see. I can find a blue tank over here. Okay. See. All right. I'm running out the blue tank, so I'm gonna have to switch this thing. It's not running out. It's just low. See? All right. When things low, you guys don't have a patience, right? When you guys don't have a patience, then we have a problem, right? So anyway, forget about that for a moment because I have what I have over here. Okay, see, I got a light going on over here. Let me see if we can bring it this way. I can really tilt my the camera angle down, but let me try anyway, right? Stay put. Okay, if I can, hopefully my camera doesn't fall in the well, I can't really do that. It starts to slide on me, guys. But anyway, you guys get to see the point is right here. Okay, all right. I'm gonna wash this thing very well. Rinse it. You, all this skunky out. Look, I don't have much. Look, everything come off already. So rinse it very well. Okay, and again, we have more on. It's coming. So and then put this thing aside right, when you rinse. All right. And then you gotta get the idea, right? So we're gonna put this thing, and then the next batch coming out. Okay. And this guy is start to yep. So the next batch coming out. All right. What is it? There's a lick and there's a leak. You guys see on my previous video, one is Leek, one is Leak. So which one is which? You guys can help me out. Are they the same? But I have been using the one Leek. Okay. I don't know what's the difference. So once that thing going, the whole process here you're gonna go very fast. The roasting the herbs like that, and then we when that thing's done, you just put in the pot, just like you smoking your meat. You know, when you do a smoking your ribeyes or whatever roasting, you just let the time take care of itself. So like now, I'm waiting for my last batch here. It start to getting so I can clean it up. All right. Ooh, yep. Okay. All right. It's done. Turn it off. All right. Like I say, guys, I could show you guys here. You could just do like this, dump. See, hopefully you guys get to see the skunky. And stop giving me a hard time, okay? I've been cleaning my sinks several times today already, so don't say it's dirty. Nobody eating dirty food in the sink. So basically, all right, let me see. I can find out. Whew, it's hot. Okay. Ah, I cannot. I'm trying to show you guys the skunky. Maybe a little bit here. You see? Or here? There's some little bit blood left in there. I mean, not the blood that come out. Okay, right here. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys over here. Look, this thing here. Okay, this thing here. Look, they all gonna come out. They throw this thing away. This is blood. Okay, it's not good. So you gotta wash that thing out. Okay, washing all out. All right. That is not a bone marrow, okay? Wash it and put it aside. Okay. Wash it very well. Get all the blood out. Yep. Now, show you guys, this is the bone marrow, okay? Look, both sides, bone marrow. If you go buy your bone for fur, you gotta looking for something like this. That's gonna give you the deliciousness. All right. Anyway, and what you have left, I don't have much blood on mine, so this is where the skunky is all washing out. All right. So get you a new pot. I'm gonna wash it with soap because I don't want the skunky stick inside the pot to give me the bad taste, you know. Or let me see, I can go with straight onto the next pot, guy. See, this one's a little bit smaller than the other one, so I'm not gonna use it. I thought it's bigger, but I wash this thing. It doesn't take that long, right? I mean, all right, guy. This is true homemade as you can get. I'm not doing anything any different than you guys would do at home. Okay, so that's why it's called home cooking, right? Yep. Wash as you go, reuse as you can, and then you won't have that much dish to clean up the wood. Okay. So now just fill up the water. Fill it up 3/4 of your pot. This much of meat or bone should feed about 50, 60 people. Okay. And then you're gonna have a choice of to put in meatball. All right, your choice. I think this one have a tendons in there. Okay. So we go through that. So right now the water is filled. So I'm gonna use the the stove in the back because I don't have enough butane to even show you guys the next process here up over here. Okay. So I just wait for my all right. At the meantime, let me get my thing going. All right. Let's open up this thing together. Okay. This is the herbs. It, if I have to read exactly, okay, let me read it. The ingredients, okay, it might have more or less than what I need, but I can find all the stuff that I need in this short periods of time that when I go shop, I need to go different store basically to find all the stuff. So it's too noisy. Let me okay, it's enough for now, right? Just show it to you guys. Pure pot of water. So in here, okay, they're not sponsor me, so you don't have to go buy like this. You can go buy individual spice inside. The measurements not so important. Okay, some of you may like a stronger in the cinnamon. Some of you may like strong in the star anise. Reduce or add according to your taste. Okay, what's in here? You definitely need a cinnamon. Okay, and then black condiment. You need condiment. It doesn't have to be black. Coriander seed. Definitely need that. Okay. If you have a fresh root, use the fresh root. It's okay. Okay. And then what out here? Fennel or fennel. You definitely need that just for coloring. Okay. Star anise. You definitely need that. If you don't, okay. I'm reading it. I'm gonna show it to you. Okay. And clove. You need that. Pink onion. I don't know what the heck is pink onion is. So you have onion already. Okay. You don't need to go get pink onion dry like that. What they say here. And what the heck is this thing? Licorice. I never used that before, so I think that tastes sweet. If I remember when I was doing herbs as an apprentice. Okay, so we're gonna open up. Okay. Well, it's not want to open. See, this is what people are. Okay. All right. Let me show you. And this thing have a sack. This is meant for a restaurant because it's big, so they have a sack for you. You definitely need this or some kind of strainer. Okay. I'm gonna bring this thing in a little bit so it sit higher. All right. I just wanna put this thing aside. All right, guys. This is all right. Sorry about that, guy. Okay. Let me show you piece by piece. This bark here is cinnamon. You can use, okay, the cinnamon should go in last in my, for me, cinnamon do give out yellow color when you soak it too long. If you want your broth to be clear, you want to put cinnamon in last, but roasted, okay? See, lots of cinnamon. If you're using I'm gonna, in a dry version, I don't know what the heck is this. Look, you guys can tell me. Okay, in a dry version, I don't know. And let me pour it out. Let me pour it out here. Let me pour out. Okay. Star anise. All right. This is the star, and I have to do like this, guys. Say four different camera. All right. Star anise. Look. Angus. All right. Angus, not Angus. Okay. What else we have? This is, all right. Let me pick it out. They give us the coriander seed. I'm gonna show to you this camera first. All right. All right. On top. All right. Like I say, if you have the fresh root, use it. What? And it's a lot, so I'm gonna see I can pick out. Okay, this is clove, I think. Is it? Yeah. Let me see. Wow, they don't give me much of a clove. Look, it look like this. Hey, guy, there you go. Okay. And what else? Yeah, I pour it all out, man. So they give me a boatload of coriander seed. That's not good. All you're going to smell is coriander seed. So you're gonna overpower your pho or other ingredient. Okay. They only give me a few of cinnamon. We know the cinnamon is expensive, so they're not gonna give you a whole lot. So I'm gonna divide this thing in half because that's too much to put in there. Okay. So let me get put it in the bag. Yeah, that's way too much. Okay. So now you see why buying a premix is not the ideal. So you can now go and buy individual and put in a sack. That's way too much for me. Okay. For it. All right, guy. Okay. It's still too much to have that much. Okay. All right. We're gonna roll this thing. All right. I think it still have some fire left, so let me roast it. Okay. I don't know. All right. Okay. Here we go. And I told myself I'm gonna try to do a shortcut for you guys. Yep. Go like this. Gonna go a bit faster. Gotta keep moving. What is missing in here is your black pepper seed. You gotta have to put some black pepper, not talk too much seed. Black pepper, okay, and crush. All right. You wanna roast your galangal as well. Okay. Or toast your ginger. Okay. Ginger root, guy. All right. All right. Just give you some toast. All right. Look. Toast it. Well, I guess better put it over the fire, huh? Yep. Okay. All right. I'm gonna turn off the stove there because I'm turning off my stove because all the seed is being roasted except my galangal and ginger because it's wet, right? You want to put fresh in there because you want the flavor to come out. The dry, if you don't have it fresh, use the dry one. Okay. So basically, I've just play with fire, right? If you have a grill, go grill it outside. Okay. Oh. All right. I'm just trying to roast this thing in the fastest way it can be done. Okay. I want to let it. I don't know what kind of material is this. Last time I put the uh, this stuff here in there right away and it burned. So let me get some. I'm lazy now. A black pepper from here. I'm lazy to look for. I don't know which one is which now. Is it this way? Oh, yeah. Okay. I guess I have to look in for my black pepper. Guy, bear with me. Oh, right here. Okay. Black pepper. So how much? About teaspoon or so. Okay. Black pepper go in there. Okay, and then I'm gonna roll it a little bit. Give the aroma, bring out the aroma, right? Just because this thing only have two itsy bitsy stock anise, I'm trying to see if I can find some more. Okay. Alright, guys. I'm digging my house here. Alright. I think this is. See, I usually go get me a bag like this. Okay. Look. So I'm gonna give it some. I'll put like maybe 4 or 5 more. Okay. Woo. Okay. Let it cool down a little bit. Then we can put in a sack. Why you put in a sack or confinement? That's what you call, right? So it's easy to take it out. Go in here. If you have those a metal strainer or ball that you have, I don't know what you guys call. Anyway, put it all in there. Okay. And like I was saying, you wanna put the cinnamon in last. Okay. But since I don't have that much in here, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in there. You're gonna turn yellow when you let it soak, the cinnamon soak in there too long. So it's still hot, guy. So somebody can tell me what the heck is this thing because it's in dry form. I don't know. Okay, here like that. Okay, here like this. Somebody can tell me. Okay, uh, it's edible, I guess. Since okay, here we go, guy. Hopefully I don't make a mess. I will make a mess. Let me get some scoop. All right, all right. I'm dealing with heat. See, I already make it a mess. All right. I know it's easier when I do ahead of time, right? It will go faster, but then you guys don't get to see it. Okay. And all right. This way we are cooking together. There we go. You tie this thing up. I don't know. Just tie it up however you're comfortable with. Okay. I'm just going around simple. You can prevent like so. Okay. Let me bring this thing to like now. This thing go in there. Okay. Here. Just for you, those guys. Right. Like this. Look. Yep. Just like that. Nothing in there yet. Okay. And then all the bone, all the meat. Okay, if you want your meat to cook very well, time to go in right now. All right. I think I may have some heat a little bit left. So all go in there, guy. Yep. That's why I say do not put a lot of water in there. Do not put your meatball in here. You're gonna overcook it and the juice, the flavor all gonna come out. Okay. Meatball, pork ball, fish ball, whatever you do. Just I don't make this thing. Okay. And you can buy your flavor. Should go in a separate bowl or pot or whatever right before you serve. Okay. Still frozen, by the way. So we got that taking care of it. I'm gonna take this thing out so I can show you the next step. It's not done yet. Okay. I just want to show you how the sticks going there. I'm gonna turn on the get cooking. Okay. All right. Your onion. You definitely need the onion. So cut your onion in half. And then just take out the outer layer. All right, pretty much just want to get a clean onion, right? And if you have if you don't have like this, just put over your stove, grill it, kind of char a little bit, get the flavor, right? Onion is sweet, right? Now you're gonna ask me, you want to go with red onion, yellow onion, white onion? yellow onion. Okay, two head. I'll put this inside before I burn myself, guys. All right, just cut your onion and getting the outer layers out. All right, there we go. I'm kind of charging my. It look like it's very tough, very, very hard to do it, but it's not. Okay, you can do this thing easily at home when you have lots of guests coming over and you want to get together like this. Also going quick to burn burn it. All right. You guys going to ask me how cooked do you want this thing? You don't want this thing to be cooked anyway. You're gonna go in a boil. You just want to char it. Okay. Look. Okay. That's how we char this thing, right? For TV show. I cannot answer you guys question a lot, because I can see that far. But you guys get the idea, right? This is the real deal. If you plan to open the restaurant, use my recipe. Guarantee that you're gonna be a hit. Okay. Everybody who open the restaurant must go the same process what I just did or doing now. Okay. If you go into the restaurant and you taste and the broth tastes off, the chance are they're using the paste. They're not using the real deal. So that's you don't want to go. Okay. All right, guys. I know it's gonna take me a while to this thing, but it's working. See? Guy, like I say, I could have done this thing ahead of time, but I won't get to talk to you guys. It's coming along. Okay? Coming along. All right. All right. Just be good. Okay? Just want to get the char flavor. Look. All right. Be careful. Don't touch yourself with that stuff. Turn this thing off. Put it aside. And I can bring this thing over and you guys get to see. All right. I did not want to burn myself here. I know oh, that's okay, right? Right here, guys. All go in there. Whew. Look. Oh, it's hot. All right. All right. All right. I'm going to be fast, guys. All right. All right. Donkey. Okay. I wash it already. Trim out anything that you don't want. Okay. Anything that doesn't look appetizing to you. Okay. So if this thing that is clean, it's just the texture. Okay. I'm going to clean it out a little bit. Okay. I don't know. In case I don't okay. And then go into that. Okay. Technically, that's good already, but then it's gonna go waste if I don't use it. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on. How this thing tastes? Actually, it's sweet. Okay, it's sweet, just like onion. You have a strong flavor, but it's at the end, to me, it's sweet. Huh? And like I was telling you guys, I forgot the celery, but this is leek, right? Clean it. You don't want to chop so small. It's gonna be hard to take it out. You can put this whole thing like that, or you can chop this thing in half. I'm gonna chop this thing in half, okay? So it's easy to take it out. Smother it in there. This is almost done, but except the last step. I didn't prepare myself here. I hate my time, guys. This is a must in my recipes. And if you go into a restaurant and you smell basil, this is what they do here. Okay, this is what they do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up the stems. We put it in there. Okay, I mean, you save the leaf. Okay, for so that's what I'm gonna put this thing away first. Okay, I'm gonna. So basically, okay. Let me Hey, it's home cooking, all right. Okay, so basically, what I'm doing, I just wash my stuff, and this is basil that you will see in the pho. You see all this leaf, right? We do not want to put in the leaf. So basically, you just break it out and taking the stems out. Notice earlier when I say you're using coriander, you're just using the stem, right? Um, so this is what you. Without this thing, you don't smell pho when people walk into your house. When without this thing, it's okay to have some leaf in there. Okay, put as much as you can. People are not gonna eat when they put the leaf in the pho anyway. They're gonna throw away. So it's best just go ahead and breaking a pork like that, or use your knife, whatever. Okay, look. Okay, let me wash this thing. Give a quick wash. All right, guys. In 5 minutes, I should be wrapping this thing up. So for those who just come and join me, don't have a patience. You're almost done. So the basils. This is sweet basil. Gonna go in there. Okay. Let me see here if I can. Palm sugar. I'm gonna put 2 of this palm sugar, guy. Okay. For now. Okay. And I can't really tell you how much salt you need. But to get everything started, I'm gonna put about 2. And well, taste from that, okay? Okay, roughly, right? To get the heat, and then I'll put about, I don't know, the salt and the fish salt ratio is not proportion. You go heavy on the fish sauce and light on the salt, because fish sauce have flavor. Okay, so at this point, I'm gonna put about, I don't know, 6 or so, and we'll finish it when everything start to come together, roughly. Okay, all right, roughly. All right. This is, I'm gonna try to do a rapid cooking a little bit. Normally, I would boil this thing more than 4 hours. Since Super Bowl's around the corner, so I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Do not do this thing if you have time. Do not do this step if you have time. Okay, I'm gonna all right. I just wanna let you guys know. Do not do this step, but I'm fighting with the time. So I am pretty much done, except I need to put some egg white in there later on. The egg white is gonna enhance the flavor. Okay, you get the egg white, you beat it up. When the water is boiling, you put the egg white in there and you stir a little bit. It's gonna enhance the flavor. It also gonna take out any uh, blood that may have being cleaned out during the cleaning process. Okay, so you pretty much this is it. Okay, again, except the last step. I may not be able to show you guys because that gonna take a long time to boil in this water, right? You guys probably don't want to hang out, just want to see the last step. But I will try to re-edit when this live is done. But let me show you what's going in here so far. Okay, look, you see, right? This is it, guys. This is fur, the real fur. Okay. Uh, Again, I am missing a salary, right? And if you do not see the meat type that I put in there, wow, you can add those stuff. I'm gonna put my later on when the before the football start, they should be thaw. I'm gonna slide the meat into a smaller piece or your flavor meat, and we're gonna put it on top and then pouring the broth over, and it should cook nicely, right? Same thing as the meatball. Right before you serve, you add the meat and the meatball. Everything should come together. Okay, so let me just oh, it's very important you do not boil. Let me see here. Okay, let me see. Bear with me, guys. I'm bring the camera here with me. Okay, it's very important that you are not boiling this thing. Okay, you do not want to bring the heat up. Okay, wow. What I mean by that is it's a secret. It's a it's a secret that most of the restaurant does not show you or people do not show you. It's the temperature when you cooking pho broth. Some people bring it high heat and constantly boil all the time. That is no because then you break down the bone and the bone narrow too fast. Okay, you basically the bone just come to become so tender that falling apart that you're not really bring out the bone marrow flavor, right? So when this thing come to a boil, okay, when this come to a boil, then you put the eggs, white eggs in there. Okay, you stir this thing and put white eggs in there, and you want to keep just enough, right? The temperature is enough to keep this thing like bubbling, right? Just bubbling. And that is the secret. That is why we boil this thing for at least 4 hours. Okay. Some people take a shortcut and they think, oh, I want to get my meat tender. I want to get my bone tender and everything falling apart. And they put high heats on there. You are ruining everything. Okay. The word simmer, yes, but be lower than simmer. You want to keep as low as possible. Okay, you want to just keep the things bubbling. That is the key. Okay, the restaurant and people does not tell you is the temperature when you cooking your pho. All right, so I'm gonna get my egg whites, and then if you guys whoever staying around gonna see the next step. At this side apart, probably 1 or 2 egg white. Okay. All right, guys, let me get my bowl here so I can get my egg white. All right. And you guys stay around and you will see. This gonna give you such a nice clear broth. All right. You wanna submerge this thing in the high heat. Right now it's high heat, okay? Right now you want the heat to be high so everything come together, form. And then here we go. Here we go. Egg white. What we do with the egg yolk? Trash. Okay. And then beat this thing up a little bit. Okay. All right. I'm going to wait for this thing to. So I guess if you cover it, right, it's gonna boil faster, right? So again, I want to emphasize that do not rush yourself. If you don't have time to cook your pho broth, don't do it. It's gonna be a little bit cheaper, much cheaper, and tastes better. Just go get a restaurant, right? Because if you rush it, you just ruin everything. This pot here is about $200. If you rush it, it's just not good. And your friend and family come over, yeah. Oh, okay. Now I get to see you guys. Say, what am I making? I'm making beef noodle soup, aka pho. What the pho? Right? Vietnamese pho. I'm not Vietnamese. In Thai, in Lao, we call kway tiao. Yep, kway tiao. We don't call pho. Kway tiao actually is Chinese word. That's what I know. Okay. So I'm making pho. I'm showing the right way and the best way of doing. So the process, the most important process, I would say the 70 most important process is already done, right? So um, this is still a crucial step that you must take when you do pho. Okay, it's gonna be a long time before this thing boil. We have so much stuff in there. Chicken pho. Hmm. Yeah, I just have a chicken pho the other day. Duck pho actually. Yeah. Do you put ginger in there? Yes. And galangal in there? Yes. Leek? Yes. Onion? Yes. Cinnamon stick? Yes. Black pepper? Yes. Black pepper corn, right? Not powder. What else? I am a ta chow. Oh, I'm not ta chow. I don't know. So, what else do I get? Coriander seed? Yes. If you have a coriander root, fresh one, use it. Okay. Yes, I told it. I don't want to. I don't have time to run in and out and grill. Onion, yes. Thing I'm missing is I don't have carrot and celery to put in there. Okay, so what else do I miss? Star English, yes. What else? On top of my head. and palm sugar. Okay, not any sugar, palm sugar, fish sauce. All the seasoning can go afterward, but the wet and dry ingredient have to go in now. Yep. So and now I'm just waiting for my what brand of fish sauce. Just go with cheaper brand or your favorite brand. It doesn't have to be expensive brand. You never try oh, it's gonna give you a good aroma. Okay, give aroma. Okay, all the soy sauce, all the stuff can go afterward. Right now, we just focus on the dry and the wet ingredient. We boil right before you serve. You can go put in there. Okay, what out? Rock sugar, yes, why not? Right, but palm sugar is better than rock sugar. Okay, because it's I guess I'm biased because I'm Laotian, right? And we are Thai and Lao brothers and sisters. So we use a lot of palm sugar. It have different aroma. It's just like you using a white sugar and brown sugar, different aroma, right? So that's why it's right, okay, one of my right. So that's why I using the are using palm sugar. Now, in theory, palm sugar is in Asian is more wet. It's not in a hot rock like that, right? I use a lot of in my dessert. I use a lot of my papaya salad. My most of my cooking, I like to use palm sugar. It's not too strong, but it have a strong flavor. Okay, so I am waiting for my. I got 2 egg whites in there. You're gonna go in there to clean up whatever the residue that it may come up doing my uh, um, branching the the bone or to get the blood out, right? That's basically so. And then it's also enhance the flavor. So if you have not tried this step, I recommend you do it. Get your egg white, okay? Put in there and then stir a little bit. You will enhance your soup flavor, okay? And of course, you always drain before you serve, right? Put in different pot like this, right? Okay. So basically, when this thing is done, you want to transfer this into a different pot. So your you or your friend or your family, your customer don't get to taste all the stuff. I mean, I don't know. Some people like to eat their ginger, right? But some people don't. But anyway, all right. So and then again, I want to emphasize for those people who ask me lots of questions and those people who just come in, the crucial step is do not turn on this thing high after it come into a boil and you put your eggs in there. If you don't, you want to skip the step. You don't want to put eggs in there. Once this thing come to a boil and you skim out whatever the residue that may have come out during this process, then reduce your heat as low as possible. Okay, it will take you minimum of 4 to 5 hours before you can serve. That's why pho broth tastes better the next day because the next day is beyond right 8 hours, right? That's why it tastes better, guys. Anyway, this thing coming along right now. Hopefully 5 minutes. All right. What else? What the pho? Yep. Come on, what the pho? I told you guys for those who say, hey, if you make pho, I wanna come over and have some. I told you guys to come over, book your airfare and come over, and you guys didn't. See, you guys should have watched my last video that I posted when I go shopping. All right, buy all the stuff, and I invite you guys to come over. I'm in Denver. Denver. Yep. I forgot to mention all the stuff earlier for those you guys don't see it. For those who hanging around, the stuff that I put in here, I'm condensing it. So when I transfer into a ready to serve, I'm gonna put more water in there, dilute it, and then season. Okay, because I can't fit. Okay, in here, so I have to do. Normally, when I do pho, I go do outside because I have a big pot. Right, fix you a plate. You're gonna be starving, right? Because it's gonna from now until you get to eat, gonna be 5 hours. Can you make bóng bầu ấy? Bóng bầu ấy is stinky, brother, sister. It's requiring a shrimp paste. Last time I did it, boy, it's not. My house stink for a couple of days. That's why they say no more bóng bầu ấy. Mm. In Laos, we call khao pun, okay? In Vietnamese, called bóng bầu ấy. It's the same, just different name. If you go to a Lao or Thai restaurant, ask for khao pun. It's the same as the bóng bầu ấy. All right. This starts. Let me show you guys. It's slowly. Okay, it's slowly. Look, it slowly start to bubble up. Okay, it starts to slowly bubble up. All right. Right here, this is the herbs. Okay, this is the sweet basil. Leek, not lick. All right. Đóng khỏi. I don't have. This is onion. And I do not have celery or I do not have carrots. Okay, carrot gonna give you don't koi actually enhance the flavor a lot. It's almost like a MSG substitutions when you put dong koi in there. Okay, and of course you do not eat pho without basil, sweet basil. Okay, so anyway, let this thing boil, and then we'll put my last step, which is eggs. Okay. Yep. So far, what's in there? What's in here is just palm sugar, some salt, fish sauce. I have not add any other stuff yet. Don't call it tastes, yeah. If you eat bame sandwich, they put a lot of that in Japanese cooking too. So next time you go to order you bame, pay attention. You're gonna egg donkey and the flavor. So then you can let me know. Okay. All right, guys. Woohoo! Few more minutes. All right. I I am. What is it? Can you show us the? You know, I cannot show you, or I could. It's not. That's not a plastic bag, guy. It's more like a cheesecloth. We don't boil plastic in your soup, okay? I pick up this first spike. I was lazy and I don't have it to go with my own ingredient like individually. Normally I buy like individually and I put them together. But then I have to come up with a sack. So I can put all the stuff inside, right? So I decide to buy this thing, and then this one here they have like a few item that I don't need, and then they have few less item that I need, right? So what's in here? Let me read it to you again for those who want to know. Is let me just show it to you. Yeah. All right, read. I'll show it to you this people first. All right. Capture it. Screen capture it right here. All right, guys, screen capture the ingredient. Okay, but like I say, plus or minus few items. Okay, and then I'm not recommend this. Okay, they're not. I'm not recommend this. No, let's put it. I do not want to jeopardize anybody's business, but I'm not recommending it because they give me too much of coriander seed. Okay, and it doesn't have all the stuff that I would need. So if you're gonna follow my step here, I'm not recommending it. But if you go off my recipe, then it may be working out for you. Okay, um, and then some other people, I only use half. This is probably for a restaurant. It's big bag. That this is more like how many ounces is it? It didn't say, my man. Yep, it's product of Vietnam, but it didn't say how many. But yep, if somebody can, oh yeah, it does 100 gram. You probably need about 40, 30 gram from there. Okay, so now I answer you guys' question, right? For who asked about this thing right here, this bag. See, this is not plastic, guy. This is the herb. That is what people use when they're making the pho. Okay, like I say, you can buy individually, like cinnamon stick, star anise. The star anise is like this, like this. See, all right. Just put like 3 or 4 of those to be good if you don't like strong flavor. All right, guys. What out? The key is bone narrow and slow cook. That's the key. I am waiting for my. It's been a long time already, guys. Final step, and I can go sit down and use the watching the pregame show, right? I don't know who you guys gonna cheer for. My season have ended. Yep. When the Blanco didn't make it, I just can't come on watch TV anymore. How long? Ooh, so far I've been waiting for what? Maybe somebody can tell me. 15 minutes already. I'm waiting for it to boil, so I can put the egg whites in there. It's not gonna be ready until like 5 o'clock or so. Mm-hmm. All right, give it a few minutes. This thing, you want high heat, but yet you don't want high heat. You guys, man. I'm gonna put one more egg white. It looks small because the egg is small. So I'll go with 3 egg white here. All right. Skim out any egg yolk as much as you can and throw it away, guys. All right. I am egg white, okay? All right. This thing is, you can see. All right. Let me see here. It's been a while and this thing start to bubble on the edge here. And now I am beating my egg white and my egg white gonna go in there, okay? So before I do that, I'm gonna try to submerge. Okay. Ooh. Okay. This thing gonna go in like this, okay? Egg white. Yep. Egg white. and you want to stir this thing so that, yep, egg white. All right, the egg white gonna hot and sour soup. No, crazy, crazy, you crazy. Okay, I'm gonna pick up this thing before I step on it. And okay, now everything is done as far as the propping work for pho. Everything is done. Okay, we just have to turn the heat down, but not yet. I gotta have to wait until the this thing boil and skimmer out and some it gooey a little bit and simmer this thing. Yep. Do not throw the egg yolks away. Yeah, unfortunately, when I save it, it just get dry out. So it's better just throw away and have a salmonella, you know. Yeah. So again, I am making my 20 something old recipe that is I don't really share. I didn't nobody don't share with people. I was planning to open the restaurants, but now it's out in the open. Okay. I hope you guys go watch my calamari video and go give it a try. That thing is very delicious too. Okay. Pho and egg white? Yes. Just a secret ingredient. Mm-hmm. That's why every restaurant, every recipe have its own secret ingredient that people don't tell you, right? They always say, "Oh yeah, this house seasoning. This is it." Mm-hmm. And not many people putting kalanka in their pho. Here it is. Not many people put palm sugar in their pho. Here it is. If you have allergy to egg white, just omit it. Like I say, that's option. Okay, it enhance the flavor and to skim out all the skunky. See, it start to come apart. Let me show you. Okay, if you don't like egg, it's optional. You don't have to put it. Whatever that you have a allergy to, just don't put it. But the key ingredient about making pho is the bone marrow and slow cooking. If somebody rush it, or if you go to a restaurant, people are freaking put something like that on for you, you got a problem. I buy this to make out of soup. Okay, when I do soup stock, I need for enhance. That's what I use. I don't know the you guys actually watch my review of is that 20 21 hour pho in franchise in Florida, right? They didn't use fresh um what is it? The let me see here. Oh, okay. They didn't use fresh noodles, and they either use this or the paste on the broth, and it tastes so bad. But yet the Michelin give them 2 star, 3 star, whatever, and I was so disappointed. How could the Michelin give them such an award, some prize on that when they can't even cook a basic pho? Okay, so that tell you the secret ingredient, guys. สบายดี Okay, let me show you how the egg white turn out. All right. This is why the egg white gonna take out all this stuff inside, and when this thing come to a heavy boil, we're gonna skim it out and then throw it away. Like I say, skim it out. You guys see it now? This thing start to bubble. This is the temperature later on you want to keep is like this all day long. Okay. If anybody put a high heat on there, you don't have to eat the pho. It's not gonna taste good. Okay. All right. All right, guys. I would just have to say thank you for come and watch me. Uh, this is it. There's nothing out more to show to you guys besides skimming all the skunky out and throw away and sit back and relax until the Super Bowl start. I hope whoever you cheer for, yeah, low and slow. Yes, low and slow, just like what I mentioned. So I hope whoever, whichever team whoever you cheering for, to win the Super Bowl, right? And don't forget to click like and support and share my video and sending some love. Okay, I been busy lately edit my website, and if you guys would like to support me, you can go and I don't know, send me a store, whatever, give me some love, or I don't know. And I also run a business. It's called ABC Laser Engraving. You want something to be engraved, you want some gift to be engraved, you can go there and hook me up. I will hook you up as well. It's called abclaserengraving.com. Check me out. I am in a development phase to doing a full e-commerce right now. So I would love for you guys to go there and give me some support. If either can support me here or support me there. Okay. Again, I I do. That's why the Johnny Laser, the freaking Asian guy name come into place. Like so, send some love, and we'll see you guys. Hey, San Diego, I'll go to San Diego in 2 more weeks. Okay, I'm gonna go to San Diego in 2 weeks, and hopefully I can cook for you guys over there. Okay, you're gonna see me live from San Diego in from the 19th till the 22nd. So people in San Diego, come, stop by and say hi. Okay. อันนั้นได้สบายดีโชคดีเมื่อทุกคนเด้อหวังว่าทุกคนอยู่ดีมีแฮงบ๊ายบาย